Hey, welcome to the Retro Game Room. I'm 17chan, and today we're taking a short look at two Sega Master System games. The first one is titled Quartet. It was released in 1987 and was originally an arcade game that was ported to the Master System. The title Quartet suggested it's 4 players, since in the arcade version it was. However, for the Master System version, it was only 2 players. We'll also be taking a look at a game titled My Hero, another port of an arcade game. This one was first released on the tiny little Sega carts you could slide into the front of the system, but in certain countries later on it was released in cartridge format. Quartet is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up developed by Sega, and more specifically, Sega Research and Development Department 2 for the Sega Master System version. It follows the adventures of Mary, Player 1, and Edgar, Player 2, on their mission to destroy robots and monsters who've taken over a human base. The first stage alone, along with the music, give me the feeling that it's some form of utopian society, but given the monsters and such, I guess it's a bit of a dystopia now. Each stage features some items that can be picked up which contribute to your score, and a jetpack as well. But the jetpack is almost necessary to complete this game, trust me. Each time you're hit by an enemy while you have the jetpack, you'll drop the jetpack. Your life in this game is your score. It's slowly dropping as you play. Each time you take a hit, your score is going to lower. After your score reaches 0, you'll lose a life. However, as long as you still have some lives left over, you'll start from where you died. If not, it's game over and back to the start. This game is insanely difficult. Monsters and robots spawn so fast your head will spin. As you progress through each round, more and more spawn and they take more and more hits to fall. There are instances where the moment they're destroyed, they come back so quickly you almost feel trapped. Luckily, during their spawn time you can jump up and skip right by them. And the bosses? Well, they're no joke either. They shoot tons of projectiles, whether it be a lot at once or just one right after another in machine gun fashion. If you're anything like me, you're likely to die multiple times during the same boss. The trick is to approach every enemy with caution and not to rush into things. The level design can interfere with enemy interaction, but this isn't a bad thing. For the most part, levels are structured well. Even if you're equipped with a jetpack, the platforms can make for good shields from enemy fire. There are some instances where the level design can be real frustrating, and I've noticed this in a number of Master System games with heavy platforming elements. Since these situations are few and far between, it's not enough to turn you off during your first playthrough. The music is unbelievable. The first 3 to 4 stages are some of my favorite works in the Sega Master System's music library. Their arcade counterparts are easier on the ears, but I still prefer the 8-bit variations, even if they can be quite harsh at some points, especially during the intro of Stage 1. Like most Master System games, Quartet has bright and beautiful colors. Nothing particularly stands out against other titles, but that doesn't mean it looks ugly by any means. A lot of Master System games have vibrant and attractive palettes, and Quartet is definitely one of them. All in all, I'd consider Quartet to be a fantastic addition to any collector's Master System library. I've managed to get a cartridge for only about 10 Canadian dollars, which is very inexpensive for a title of this quality. I definitely consider Quartet to be one of my favorite Master System games, and most of all, one of my favorite games of all time. My Hero is a very standard side-scroller beat-em-up developed for arcades by Corland. A Master System version was later released which was developed by Sega. There's not a lot to say about this one. Basically, some punk kids steal your girlfriend, and it's your job to beat them all up and save her. The Master System version is the same. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Why does he get punched out of this version? I gotta see this again. Hold on. Boom! doesn't even care. So, you're off to fight some punks and get your girlfriend back. Certainly better than Double Dragon, where they sock some innocent girl and take her away. What's the deal with that? Anyway, my hero is really easy, but there are certain parts you will get stuck in. I certainly did. It's hard because you think you won't get hit, but you end up getting hit. Anyway, you only have 2 moves, really. Punching and jump kicking. Jump kicking is easily the best thing to do on every single enemy you see. Some people throw knives, jump kick, they're easy to beat. Some people drop bottles, they're easy to avoid, and if you hit the bottles, you'll send them flying to any oncoming enemies. It's fairly short, it's fairly simple. Have I beaten it? No. See, I find it incredibly difficult, regardless of its simplicity. It just goes to show that there's different difficulties for different people. Some people find some games easier than others, some people find games harder than others, and I'm definitely both of those people. I've mastered certain games that people find incredibly, excruciatingly hard, and I have trouble playing simplistic games that other people can beat with one hand tied behind their back, or a game that's been speedrun by so many people that it makes you wonder why I can't do it myself. But that's kind of the beauty of games, especially with older games, is that there's something out there for everybody. So in closing, thanks for watching the Retro Game Room. I'm 17 Chen, and I'll see you guys next time.